Hey guys, this is DJ Tamara back with you for another Third Strike Rock episode. Hope y'all are just sitting by the seat of your pants waiting for another show. Don't forget, Third Strike Rock is where we have the no Bieber guarantee. We've got lots of exciting stuff in store for you today. We've got an interview with Crossing Bridges Band, which happens to be a band that I'm honored to be a part of here in the Killeen, Texas area. And also, we've got some returning sponsors. We've got a new one today that we're excited to release. We've got several musicians, of course, that is what my show is about, showcasing artists. We've got artists from Germany to Texas. We've got returning artists, and we've got a few new ones as well, and a couple of announcements towards the end of the show. And of course, my segment, Did You Know? And some music news. So don't go anywhere. We've got a great show in store for you. We are going to kick it off with Daniya Ozma out of Almaty, Kazakhstan, and this song is called Aesthetical Mood. Enjoy.
Crossing this off the list, adding it all, just to see it's finished. Well, what do you know? You tell me you do this, ain't comparing it all. You're starting to sound like me, well, who would have thought? Had me dragged out of the house today, we're kicking crossing this off the list, adding it up.
All right, you just heard a song called Beer from Patoirlove. She is out of Portland, Oregon. Hope you enjoyed that. She's one of my favorite artists that I play on my program. And now for a word from one of our new sponsors. Are you tired, maybe even feeling hopeless? Kimberly Van Horn Talbert can help you. She started over a year ago with Advocare. She was tired and it seemed like there was no hope for her. Her friend Meg took her to a gathering where she introduced her to Spark. It gave her so much energy that she could make it through the day. Soon she was up and about. She realized there was hope for her. She started being around positive people and doing positive things. Recently, she learned that you could make money with Advocare. Last month, she earned $130 talking about hope. By January, she will be making improvements to her income. She is working towards an all-expense-paid trip to Jackson Hole in the spring. You can work part-time and be paid full-time. If Meg can do it, so can you. If she can do it, so can you. Looking for hope and freedom? Contact her. Kimberly Talbert, Advocare Independent Distributor at 817-312-7733 or go to her site at www.mylifewithtimefreedom.com.
about the fact, and I don't like that. Why you let me down? We were the best of friends, together till the end of it. Why you let me down? Yeah! Why you let me down? So how much do you want me? So how much do you want me? How much do you love this? So how much do you want me? So how much do you want me? And how much do you love this? Station, the one that got away, the one that got away, the one that got away, the one that got away. 'Cause when I say the words you want to hear, you might not be here.
All right, you just heard a couple of great tunes there. We kicked it off with Caffeine Fixation by Mystic Rhythms out of Killeen, Texas. We recently interviewed Drum and Rob, the man behind the music. Hope you all got to tune in and catch that. And also, we have a YouTube page. Don't forget, you go to youtube.com, pull up Third Strike Rock, which is under Third Strike Radio. And when you pull up Third Strike Radio, there'll be all of the Third Strike programs on there, but you could catch that program with the interview with Mystic Rhythms if you did not hear that live or if you want to hear it again. Also, we wrap that up with a band called Lucas with a song called Dirty Pretty Things. Have you ever heard of Thrive? Do you want to know what Thrive can do for you? How about long-lasting natural energy or appetite control, stress management, mental clarity, metabolic support, joint support, and digestive and immune support? And the list goes on and on. Don't take our word for it. Try Thrive for yourself. If you are waiting for a sign, this is it. We were made to thrive, not just survive. Bethany Levens is a Lavelle independent brand promoter. Contact her for more information or samples at bethanylevens@att.net or visit her website at www.happythrivers.le-vel.com.
yeah. Man, I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. I said I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. I'm a crop farmer, I got what you need, but I ain't blowing smoke when I say I grow trees. It's funny this economy is based on greed, but more people don't farm who got mouths to feed. Some folks save money, I save seeds. I don't water my lawn or spray weeds. The money I do spend on watering crops, I get right back cause I don't shop for groceries. I got breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the yard, so that recession ain't hitting me as hard. My stock grows exponentially. What? The Wall Street Journal never mentioned me? Man, I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. I said I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. See, I'm a city boy, all the way urban, but I ain't going out like the Pharaoh servants to eat. They sold they land and cattle for cheap, then they gave their bodies up to the 40-hour week in the city where pity runs low. You can't grow food in a loft, an apartment, or a condo, so now you work for the dollar a man when all you needed was sun, air, the water, and land. They think they own the water and land, but they confused. God is billing them for what they charge me to use. If they could sell air and sunlight, they would. We'd suffocating every day, be night up in the hood, but it's all good. I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. I said I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. One seed and I get a tree or a whole vibe, bearing tens, even hundreds of fruit at one time. So why the dollar bill steady losing its grip? I got enough food to feed 10 families on my fence. Enough melons to make farmers out of felons. Turn gangsters into gardeners, cause now they smart enough to keep the system from starving us. They ain't dropouts, they know the math from which seasons, which stars is up. We going back to the old ways, except we technologically and metaphysically adept. Yep, like in the ancient times where we could speak with animals cause we was kin and they wasn't meat. Y'all wanna eat? I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. I said I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life. That's why I got that homegrown. I don't care about the Dow Jones. The economy could crash tonight, and your whole life savings couldn't save your life.
I'm not done yet. I got a few things I want to leave y'all with. Get the real spirit of homegrown.
You see, by myself I can never grow enough. That's why me and my neighbors don't grow the same stuff. But we don't trade, we don't measure, we don't charge. We give freely the way we got it from God.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed those two tunes. We had an artist out of Houston, Texas that kicked that off. That was Elyze with a song called El Funeral. We wrapped it up with an artist out of California, a new artist to my program. His name is Keith Cross, and the song is called Homegrown. Very unique sound. I hope you all enjoyed that. We're going to go ahead and do a quick word from another one of our sponsors and go right into the interview and station ID and song with Crossing Bridges, a cover Christian band out of Killeen, Texas. Again, that I'm honored to be a part of, so I hope you enjoy this. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more after the interview, so stick around and enjoy this as well.
This program was brought to you by K5 Himalayan Whiskey, a smooth, refreshing blend of the finest malt whiskeys and organic grains from the Kingdom of Bhutan. Grab a bottle of K5 and reach the peak of whiskey enjoyment this summer. Learn more at k5whisky.com. That's K5WHISKY.com. Please enjoy K5 responsibly.
Hey, this is Crossing Bridges, and you're listening to
Third Strike Rock! Hey guys, this is the section of my show that is the favorite part of my show where we do a band or an artist interview. And today we have one of the projects that I am honored to be a part of called Crossing Bridges. We are a contemporary Christian cover band in Austin, and we just recently regained our guitar player that we had a while back, and we are excited to get things kicked off again. So I thought it would be an honor to start off our reformation here of our band with an interview. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to go around the room and introduce everyone. First of all, my name is Tammy, again, DJ Tamara, and I am the vocalist. I'm also one of the co-founders of the band. And then we have...
Hey guys, you know me. I'm Rob, Drumming Rob, and I'm drummer percussionist to this band. Drummer extraordinaire, and to my right is...
Hello there, my name is Leonard Giordano, and I'm the guitar player that's back from limbo. And I'm honored to be part of the band. My interests are rock and roll, electric guitar, classical guitar, finger picking, anything that sounds good, and these guys really rock, and I'm really happy to be part of it.
Hey, and this is Brian Kelly, and I play bass.
Well, alrighty then. Okay, so we're gonna go around the room. I got lots of questions for you guys, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys what your musical influences are for this project. I know you guys have done other things and do other things, but what inspires you to do this kind of music, Brian?
Well, as far as the bass goes, and I'm a multi-instrumentalist, you might say, my main instrument has really always been keyboards, but I just recently picked up the bass, and I just really like the rhythm, I like the groove. I grew up in the 70s, and so, I'm a child of the 70s. I got into the disco and, the Pablo Cruz, Doobie Brothers, and one thing that always attracted me to 70s music was that constant groove and the slap bass, and so, that's always been a favorite part of music to me, and I never really got a chance to explore the bass until just recently, and so that's kind of what I don't have any specific musician that's influenced, but that era and that genre of music in general, I think, is what inspired me to finally pick up the bass.
Awesome. And Leonard, what about you?
Well, I don't want to sound corny, but the reason why I like the Christian rock band, because part of my background is spirituality, and being able to play guitar and in a rock and roll, and also have a spiritual kind of bent to it is interesting, and people find that interesting to hear, and you also get to express yourself in a spiritual manner, and so and also you can bring in some ideas from classics and hymnal stuff and make that contemporary. And it's very interesting if you can do that. So yeah.
Cool. Rob, what about you? What's influenced you for this band?
For this band, I got to go back to some of the '80s type of Christian rock bands that were big at that time period. Bands like, of course, Stryper, bands that everyone has heard of. Stryper, Petra, White Cross. Oh, geez, there was quite a few more that I used to listen to. Those kind of bands kind of influenced me for this type of playing, just because they were more than your contemporary, 2 and 3 chord type of bands. They were, I guess, instrumentalists, of a wide variety. A lot of them listened to classical music, and they incorporated some of the chord progressions and things of that, into the music.
Cool.
So that's what influenced me for this kind of music.
Nice. And then as far as me, well, gosh, I would say Brandon Heath is my biggest inspiration to do Christian music. He is my biggest inspiration lyrically when we do write originals. And I really like Mercy Me. I love the singer. I can't remember his name. And there's so many others. But yeah, definitely Brandon Heath is probably the biggest one. All right, so I want to ask you guys, what is your, like, if you can pick one Christian song that really inspires you, just the feel of it or the lyrics of it, is there one that really stands out? Rob, what about you?
Oh, wow.
From any time period.
Any time period?
Like maybe that, you listen to a lot through a hard time or something like that, or...
A song that not too many people think is spiritual, but I think it is a song by Carlos Santana, Soul Sacrifice. It's got some, pretty beefy guitar playing, and just the meaning of the song for me is pretty cool.
What about you, Leonard?
I'm really influenced by Salvador. I really like their music. Until I started playing with this band, I wasn't exposed to that type of Christian rock, but it is Christian rock and roll. I mean, it really is, kick butt type of music, and it gets its message across at the same time in a very cool way. So those type of songs I really like. I mean, and even some of the real classics, like a lot of the real classic music, like coming from Bach, I've been influenced by, and it really is beautiful music, and you can apply some of those ideas, especially Bach, to some contemporary, progressions.
Is there one song, like in particular, that maybe you listen to a lot through a hard time or anything that you kind of go to a lot?
Well, with Bach, my absolute favorite song is Elyze, which is Jesus, Joy of Man Desiring.
Yeah.
And I've been playing that song on guitar for years and years in different keys.
Cool.
I think he did it in A originally, and I've been doing it in C lately, and so I'm trying to get my volume up here. So if you listen to Bach, he takes a very small idea and he geometrically grows it into different things. And so as a guitar player, it gives you material to build on, right?
Okay.
And so I that's why I listen to Bach.
Great. Brian, what about you? Is there a song that stands out for you?
Wow, there's so many good Christian bands I used to listen to as a young Christian, and this is back in the early 80s.
Focus.
Like I said, I've always been a keyboard player, and so in my younger days, I was highly influenced by a guy that you guys may know of, Keith Green.
I know him.
Who, he actually died in a plane accident in the early 80s, and which quickly ended his ministry. But the guy was amazing. I mean, this was a guy who wrote music, was absolute fabulous piano player, and he wrote a lot about how the church is doing too little. The church stays inside their building, and and that's all they are. Is they're just a group of people who go to the building. They're not really doing what God said to do in the Bible. Jesus didn't stay in the building and expect people to come to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he traveled everywhere, and he's in his sandals or in barefoot, going wherever the people needed to hear him. And this is what Keith Green was saying. It's like, hey guys, this isn't supposed to be some kind of Sunday club. There are people out there that are hungry. There are people out there that need support. There are people out there who need somebody to connect with, and that's what you guys are supposed to be. And he wrote this song called "Asleep in the Dark," which is talking about that, which is talking about the church. Hey, wake up, church. There's a purpose for you out there, and it's not to sit here in this building and have a Sunday club. So that specific song always really spoke to me because, you do see that, especially in America. Here in America, it's easy to say that I'm a Christian because, well, that's the end thing over here. But what's really in your heart? What does it really mean to be a Christian? And that's why I really like Keith Green and the music that he wrote.
I just want to, segue off of something you said, Brian. One of the things about a contemporary Christian rock band is your audience can be bigger. You seem to connect with other people, and you get out there and you're getting your message across, but in a contemporary way that people can connect with.
Good point.
And I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
You're getting outside the pews,
Right.
getting outside the church, and you're connecting with people. You're still telling them this is our belief, this is our message, but you're able to get to them at a different level where they're not
Precisely.
feeling, I don't know.
Don't forget that. We're going to get to that in a second. I want to go around the room and ask you guys about that too. The song that really moves me, I don't know if you guys have ever heard it, but it's called "What If" by Nicole Nordeman. And have you guys heard that song? It's beautiful. And she talks about okay, so, what if there isn't a God? And she goes through all these things. What if he's not this? What if he wasn't the king? What if he wasn't this? But what if you are wrong? It's like the last segment that she says, in every verse, what if you're wrong? Have you thought about that? You want to say all these things about what you feel that he's not, but just what if? And the reason why that song really inspires me is I remember a pastor that I had many years ago, and my son went up to the pastor when he was very young and said, so what if there isn't a God? And he told Avery, I would rather live my life as if there is a God and die and see that there is, than to live my life as if there isn't and die and find out that there is. So that really was powerful to me when he said that to my son. But I would encourage you guys to listen to that song. It's really good. So I want to go around the room and talk about what was your motivating factor to get into Crossing Bridges and what keeps you in it and what's really the driving force behind why you do this kind of ministry. And for me, I've been in music ministry for years, and I was in street ministry for a long time at Church Under the Bridge in downtown Austin. That was a service that was started in Austin about, 20 years ago. And the band that I was in at the time, Praising Under the Influence, we were honored to be a part of it when it first started. And then it evolved into a couple different projects, Servants of the Sun and this and that. My son was a drummer in our band for a while. And what was cool about it is that, the praise band that we had at our church was not welcomed to play at our church because we were too rockin'. So what we decided to do is that we didn't feel like we were being a ministry if we couldn't play in our church and we weren't getting any opportunities outside of the church walls. So it's we've got to find ways to do something besides just practicing every week. So we reached out to Church Under the Bridge, and the first time that we did that, we said, this is it. This is our niche. We need to be outside of the church walls and be doing, evangelical work. So for me, that was all I needed, was that one taste of being out with the people, and that's what I've chosen to do since that time. What about you, Rob? What made you get into Crossing Bridges and keeps you in it?
It's a way to connect on the spiritual side, and just being able to get out there and let people know that, hey, there's something greater than what's going on here. Just believe and know that things can get better.
Yeah, Leonard.
I came into Crossing Bridges. I was originally playing for a couple of years in a church, and I wanted to get out and do more rock and roll and contemporary stuff and still maintain the message that we're trying to get across and connect with more people, because some of the stuff I was playing was kind of traditional hymnal stuff, and it's a little on the boring side and very traditional. But I wanted to get out and break out and get back into the band atmosphere and really contribute in that way to to others and see and enjoy the music, enjoy the message that we have to say.
Cool. Brian, what about you?
Well, I think it's this way for most every musician. I think it's this way for non-musicians. I mean, music touches a part of your soul that nothing else really can touch you like music does. I mean, music can make or break your mood. I mean, you might hear a song and it'll bring you up and energize you and make your whole day better. In the same token, you can listen to something like Pink Floyd and bring yourself down to the dirt. I mean, the point is the music has such power, and that's how I connect. That's how I feel like I connect spiritually, and I think there's this unspoken word between me and the audience. When I'm up there playing, it's something that you can't describe. You can't really put into words, but you can feel it. There's that, what do you call that? That synchronicity between the band and
it's an energy.
Resonate with people.
Yeah,
it's like an energy.
Synergy between the audience and the musician that you just can't do with words.
Yep.
So
it's like the more you give out of your playing, the more you receive back from the audience's energy.
Right. Yeah. To me, God gave us this gift of music. I think that's what He intended us on doing with it. So.
All right, I'm going to go back around the other way and ask you guys, what is your goal for this band? What have you thought about? Like, are you wanting to play out more? Are you wanting to record some originals? Just kind of what are your own personal goals for being in this band? Brian, what about you? I know you might be leaving soon, but just while you're still here, what would be your goals?
Oh gosh, it's always been my goal just to do the best that I can. I'm not a full-time musician like all of us here. We all have daytime jobs, so you can only do what you can within a given time. But within the time that I do have to practice and the time that I do have to perform, my goal is just to give it 110% and never to settle for anything less. And so that's kind of hokey, but that's, if you ask me, that would be my goal, is just to do my part as best as I can in the group.
That's what I want to know, what your personal goals are. Leonard, what about you for Crossing Bridges?
I'd like to play out more. I'd like to play out more, kind of cover more of the spectrum of different artists, maybe even do some original stuff.
Nice.
I do some composing on my own, and I think playing out and, like we were saying before, resonating with the audience, it just builds energy and motivates you, and you just want to do more and more, and it just feeds on itself. And so my goal is for us to be really solid with a strong repertoire and just be able to pick up and go play somewhere and just impress people, really kick ass, just do a really good job. And that would be and I think we're on our way. I mean, it seems like every time we get together, I hear something more I like, it's just, so.
Great. What about you, Rob? What are your goals for Crossing Bridges?
Be able to go out there and play more, have more of a presence in the community for this kind of music, and just like Brian said, give it 110% each time. bring some good music to the people.
Cool.
And just play out more, be able to have fun with it, let them see that we're having fun, and, you know, kind of hopefully that, you know, that will rub off on those that are listening to the music and will also be having fun.
Nice. My goals would be to just kind of get back to what, you know, SOS was doing, because we were really kind of on a groove. And I don't expect this to be SOS, but just along the same lines as I would like to get back out into street ministry, you know, like with Church Under the Bridge, and there's another one that I can't remember. But what I've always wanted not to do, just as importantly, is to not get locked into a weekly service, because I've really always liked to honor everyone's church service if they go to church on Sundays or whatever, and I just have always liked to keep it really open to where opportunities come our way, or we search them out and we can decide, you know, which ones we can do, and it's really kind of low pressure, but we do, you know, whatever we can, and I just really like to be out with the people. So we're wrapping up our time here, and I'm just going to go around the room and see if you guys, you know, have anything you want to say in closing about the band, or just anything to your fans out there, our fans. You want to start off, Rob?
Yeah, you guys just keep your ears and eyes open for Crossing Bridges. We're hopefully going to be coming to somewhere close to you and play, and when you do see the name, come check us out. You know, you can't go wrong.
Leonard?
Amen. I think anybody who sees us is going to really enjoy watching us and enjoy how we play the music, how we interpret it, and you just receive the way we receive the music.
Nice. Frank?
I just want to thank the members of my band here. You guys are a great bunch of friends, and I really enjoy playing with you guys, and I think that shows in our performances. You know, somebody comes out to see us, they'll know that we're more than just a band. I mean, we absolutely enjoy each other's company. So
yeah, we get along.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So I guess I'll just say in closing that you can check us out on Facebook, because as you guys know, any artist I play on my show always has a Facebook page. So you can go to Facebook and type in Crossing Bridges, and in our About section there is I believe our YouTube site, and our I think we have a Reverb Nation site as well. Anyways, but definitely check us out on Facebook. Click like, give us some love. Thanks again, guys, for giving me the honor of doing this interview. And
Peace.
I hope everyone enjoyed it. And
Peace out.
God bless.
Laters.
Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? When on you be still, will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. can only imagine when all I ever do is forever from worship you. I can only imagine. Thank you so much.
And now for the section of my show, which I call Did You Know? Did you know that this week is National Championship Chuck Wagon Races Week? They are held Thursday through Sunday every Labor Day weekend at the OF Ranch in Clinton, Arkansas. An estimated 150 teams compete in 5 different divisions for the title of national champion. An estimated 20,000 plus people will be on hand to watch the excitement of chuck wagon racing, bronc fanning, and the Snowy River Race, a thrilling horse race that includes 2 downhill runs and a plunge into the river. If you want more information, just do a search for National Championship Chuck Wagon Races.
Told you from the start, I'm a little off. Caught me out back out with a smoker's cough. Ask me why I don't conform. Always living outside the norm. I say kaboom! What you see is what you get. Lord knows I'm not picture perfect. What I am is what I be. What you gonna get on? Just wait and see. I say kaboom! I don't have to explain myself to you. Doesn't matter what I say. No, I don't have to explain myself to you. Doesn't matter what I say. No, I don't have to explain myself to. Doesn't matter what I say. I said kaboom! Told you from the start that I'm gonna break your heart. Take my word, it's a little absurd. Like smoking marijuana with a Dalai Lama. Do you wanna party with the 5-pound piranha? I say kaboom!
Little man, you're a mystery. How do we stop? Do you feel free? Little man, what do you feel? Is it love? Tell me your dreams.
Hey, I'm back, and we had a couple of tunes there for you that were rockin'. The first one was Kaboom by Thawind Mills out of Austin, Texas. I love his stuff. It's just so unique and totally rockin'. And then we wrapped that up with the Kevin Lucas Orchestra Band. They remind me a lot of Duran Duran. They've got a really cool sound. I really enjoy them, and that song was called Little Man, and they are out of Carbondale, Illinois. Are you looking to get bikini ready this summer? Tighten, tone, and firm in as little as 45 minutes with the It Works wrap from Lindy Wraps Use Skinny. With a botanically based formula, you'll see results and feel more confident. Visit lindywrapsuseskinny.com or give Lindy a call or text at 210-324-9943 to start looking and feeling your very best today.
here only for one reason. After the years I spent in prison, I realized just how much I missed. I asked myself, whom should I see? But goodness, Buddha wasn't free, and you were second on my list. I won't commit the deadly sin, I'll stay from rice and beans, and I have already lost my sense of pride. I will not envy other men, except for John, my richest friend, and I might last from night to night. I'll never use your name in vain, but holy shit, it's such a pain to follow your commandments. I cannot promise number 7. I need to have my piece of heaven, and you should know where it happens. Where it happens. Where it happens. Last month I even read your word. Although I slept, your voice I heard. Your readings were fantastic. The one with Abraham was best to put the poor guy through the test. Now there's an instant classic. Dear Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, whichever one I think I'm lost, do as you preach, help out the stranger. I do not need a VIP, just let me sit right there with thee. And find for me a younger angel. A younger angel. A younger angel.
All right, guys, we had a couple of great tunes there. We kicked it off with a new musician to my show called Parody with a song entitled Pity Party que Pena Mes Grande. That is a Spanish musician whose blood runs from Italy to Andalusia. And then we wrapped it up with Spiky Apples with a song called Reason. They are from Travis, Staten Island. Very unusual, unique music there.
On the Record is a weekly 1-hour podcast that airs on the EWN Radio Network and Blog Talk Radio, featuring host Astrum Luxlucis. On the Record features mentor-style interviews with some of the most prominent and successful women in music and entertainment. This show is not about the next movie or album release, promotional sound bites, or who's dating who. This is about the incredible journey these women took to get to where they are today. Successful celebrities are successful because at some point they realized they were a business and they made a choice to become an entrepreneur. And more than just celebrities, the show also explores the lives of business executives, directors, producers, agents, managers, movers and shakers, and reveals how entrepreneurship led their journey down the road to success. Tune in Mondays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, on the EWN Radio Network, Blog Talk Radio, On the Record.
And now for a bit of music news. Nat King Cole, one of the most accomplished singers in history, Universal Music will be celebrating his work. They are going to be releasing a collection of his music in October of this year, which is going to be called Nat King Cole. It's his musical autobiography, which is a career retrospective containing 262 tracks from 1939 to 1965, over 10 CDs including all of his signature songs. There will also be a disc of rare and unreleased recordings and a disc with his Live at the Philharmonic show from 1944. It's a landmark, that performance was in the history of jazz. So stay tuned on the release of that in just a few months, and it should be a good one.
The one who searches will find, and the one who is alone will be found.
Caminando va con el frío, el hambre, la angustia y la soledad, sin tener a quien amar, llegue que lo pueda aconsejar, alguien que quiera escuchar sus penas y en la noche cobijar, mendigando para obtener el pan, y en cada basurero con la suerte de algo encontrar, rechazado por la inmunda sociedad, criticándolo, burlándose y cuenta no se dan.
Hermano, no todos los de la calle eligen su destino, nadie te promete que habrá mañana en tu camino. Tu vida puede cambiar en un momento repentino. La historia de este hombre así vino.
Más de 20 años desamparado, nunca más vio a su familia y los recuerdos los ha olvidado. Entre copas perdido, mendiga su vida ha sido vencido casi al presidio. No es lo que ha decidido, solo son las vueltas de la vida. Solo son las vueltas de la vida, así son. Así son las vueltas de la vida.
All right, you just heard one of my favorite artists to my program called Suave, and that was a tune called Save Me. They're out of Heidelberg, Germany. And now for a quick announcement from our home office, Build a Better Planet out of New York City. They're talking about a company called Burger Butch. And no, that's not a typo. German chef Matthias Müller just released an organic burger cookbook with photos by Soledad Heron from Build a Better Planet. Best of all, Chef Mueller is donating a portion of all the book sales to Build a Better Planet. The book is currently available in digital format for e-readers like Kindle. The print version will also be available through Amazon soon. Again, if you want to do some research on it, it's burger, and then the second word is spelled B-U-C-H. All right, now I've got a quick announcement from this neck of the woods here in the Central Texas area. I host vendor events once a month, and I've got one coming up this Saturday, September 5th, from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Round Rock Public Library. And we will be kicking off the new school year and helping kids in need. We'll be collecting school supply items, pencils, pens, backpacks, paper, 3-ring binders, and things of that nature. We'll be donating these items to a couple of different organizations. It'll be the Texas Baptist Children's Home of Round Rock, as well as Hope Alliance of Round Rock. We're going to have snacks, drinks, and vendors, all kinds of vendors. And I'm going to give a shout out to my vendors that are coming out and being a part of this on Saturday. I'll mention the name of the company and the person that's coming out to represent them. We've got, as far as the in-person vendors, Advocare with Jennifer Brinkus-Valdes, Ava Anderson with Laura Meyer, Beauty Control with Lindsay Moore-Jenkins, Damsel in Defense with Megan Shasa, doTERRA with Shannon Anderson and Rebecca Lambert, Ellen's Painted Treasures with Ellen Regal-Westmoreland, IQ Shop with Stacy Shagru, I Thought of You with Denise Garza-Wasner, It Works with Jocelyn Edison, Jamberry with Emily Coleman, Jewelry and Candles with Cherokee Baldwin, Labrie Pure and Natural with Mindy Peterson Garza, Magnolia and Vine with Rhonda Mayo, Mary and Martha by Robin Carneal Fowler, Pampered Chef with Cammie Hall, Plexus with Rachel Chatwin, Posh with Jessica Sanchez, Rodden and Fields with Jill Tuttle Price, Round Rock Acupuncture with Charlene Lynn, Sensi with Amanda Bragg Baylor, Shackley with Gail Swartwood, Silver Star Enterprises with Carol Widerhold Wilson, Stella and Dot with Haley Hagerton, 31 Gifts with Alicia Vasquez, Tracy Lynn Jewelry with Cheryl Hall, Usborne Books with Jessica Castile Hendricks, Wine Shop at Home with Susan Glass, and Unique with Sarah May. We also have a separate section of vendors, which will be in this exclusive VIP bags. Whenever a customer will be leaving the shopping event on Saturday, they will personally be handed a VIP bag of goodies, and these are our VIP goodie bag vendors. We've got Beauty Control with Lindsay Moore-Jenkins, IQ Shop with Stacy Shagru, It Works with Cassie Ring, Jamberry with Christina Hodgkin, LuLaRue with Chelsea Egley Lawson, Paparazzi with Cindy Peace, Pink Zebra with Lynette Bartot, Posh with Sheila Gibson McQuaig, Rodden and Fields with Jill Tuttle Price, Sensations with Marty Stewart, Sensi with Melissa Ann, Shackley with Gail Swartwood, Tetyana Naturals with Bethany Riley, Thrive with Courtney Garcia, Tupperware with Cindy Peace, Tyro with Courtney Garcia, Wine Shop at Home with Alice Flores, World Ventures with Courtney King, Young Living with Donna Allen, and Unique with Charlie Riley. Again, that is this Saturday, September 5th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Round Rock Public Library in Round Rock, Texas. If you are close to the area, please feel free to come out and visit us. Also, if you would like more information about this event and possibly being a last-minute vendor, please email me directly at babppromotions@gmail.com. That's spelled babppromotions@gmail.com. Have you heard of Tyra Beauty? Let me tell you about it. You know how some women wake up looking all refreshed and don't need any makeup? You know who I'm talking about. Those ladies with naturally rosy cheeks and sky-high cheekbones? Well, guess what? Tyra Beauty rep Courtney says she is not one of them. She paints her pretty on, she gives herself a tie over every single day. She believes natural beauty is kind of not fair, but she also believes makeup is the great beauty equalizer. Everyone deserves to look and feel fiercely beautiful. Tyra Beauty was created to give you the power to transform what we've got into what we want fast. Until now, quality makeup has been time-consuming, complicated, and pretty frustrating. Forget all that. Tyrant created innovative, luxurious, and easy-to-use glide-on products to help you look and feel your fiercest in just minutes. Try the 2, 4, or 6-minute makeup to enhance your best features and look fabulous in minutes. If you would like to find out how to order products and also become a member of the Founders Club for this up-and-coming company by Tyra Banks, please visit www.tyra.com/Courtney, which is spelled Courtney 82. Hope to see you there. All right, guys, we had a jam-packed full show of advertisers. We had an interview, tons and tons of music, which is what this show is all about. And I'm so glad to have you guys back. Been a busy month. I'm sure it's been a busy time for you guys too, just with all the kiddos going back to school. And not to mention the holidays are right around the corner. We're not far from starting to play some holiday music soon, so stick around for that. If you would like to be interviewed on my show, I am looking for more bands to interview, and I would like them to be musicians that I currently play or that I would be playing in the future. So if you'd like to be interviewed, send me an MP3 and express your interest that you'd like to be interviewed. Also, if you would just simply like your music played, send me an MP3. Remember, when you send me an MP3 track to be considered to be on my show, make sure, please, that it's broadcast quality. And my email address, again, as stated a little while ago, is babppromotions@gmail.com. And when you email me about you as an artist or your band, please send me also the link to your band's website, Reverb Nation, Facebook, whatever you have, and a little bit of information about yourself. All right, folks, this is it. Thanks again for coming to the show. And don't forget, all of the artists that I play on my program do have Facebook pages. So please go to their Facebook pages, show them some love, show them some likes. Don't forget to go to our Third Strike Rock Facebook page and share that page with everyone you know. Let's get some more listeners, and I really appreciate my returning valued listeners and also anyone that's new to my show. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you come back. We are going to wrap up my program with a song called Thin as Thread by Anonymous by Nature out of New York City. Thanks again for tuning in. Keep rocking.
thin and the breeze contrived. Many reasons low, survival habits died. Been burned by my shades and frozen in pride. Just hold out, never realize it's a dream. Never panic, don't raise your voice. It was just an echo for it. And the waves they scream, he scream. This one more, another score, lyrics and song. So now out loud it all goes wrong. Longer the days, faster it's minutes. All these faces, no telling who's in it. Like yesterday's spotlight.